All right, we're making it's a very cold day out, and we're going to make an old family favorite, which actually came off a Velveeta box back in the 60s. And it's simple, but we're going to show you how we do it. And we start out with a pound of, this is just hot sausage. And then you have, you use about a third of a loaf of Velveeta is what this is. And you want to use enough that if you try to get by with not enough cheese, it won't come out right. So you have to, it takes a lot of cheese to make this.
This is something we started eating like in the our sister that lived in Oklahoma told our mom about it.
They got it off a Velveeta box and they tried it and the family loved it, and then they showed our mom how they were making it, and then she started making it. And
we've been eating this stuff all our lives.
Yeah, it's a hearty meal.
Yeah. But it's sausage and cheeseburgers.
Yeah, and there's the buns right there. And this usually makes about 4 really heavy,
real big ones,
heavily loaded burgers, or if you load them lightly, about 6. But it's a good meal, and we're going to first brown this sausage, and then once we get whatever temperature you're using for that, you want to make sure and turn the temperature down before you put the Velveeta in.
Now what we'll do here in a sec is we'll kind of turn the camera off, because you don't want to watch us.
Yeah, I'm going to pause it so
because we got to heat up the stove top and all that stuff.
Yeah, we're going to brown this up. It's kind of boring.
It'll take a couple, but we'll be back and then we'll talk while we're cooking it once we get the sausage underway a little bit.
Yeah, stay tuned. All right, we're cooking the sausage and it's well on its way. It's
been about 4 minutes since we turned the camera off and turned it back on. The sausage is almost cooked. This meal here, boy, on a cold winter day, it's a nice hearty meal because the sausage is rich, the cheese is rich. It really fills you up. Boy, there's nothing like you go out and you say you shovel snow or shovel your driveway or something like that, or go do anything. Come inside and you can make this relatively quick if you have some sausage and Velveeta. That's all it takes. You don't need any seasoning. You need hamburger bun, sausage, and Velveeta.
Now another option on this. You can actually use like Pillsbury Crescent Rolls.
Yeah, you can roll it up.
And you can make this stuff and put it in the Crescent Rolls, close them up, and throw them in the oven.
And they're good too if you make it and you put it in tortillas and wrap them.
Yeah, in tortillas.
This is the preferred way we do it, but we've done it a bunch of ways.
Yeah, you could put it inside biscuits if you make biscuits.
This is how our dear old mom did it. She never never did it no way, but I think she did the Crescent Roll technique a couple of times.
Yeah, they're good.
We had hamburgers.
Those are good for breakfast.
All right, let's tell you what, the sausage.
Just make sure you don't have your heat turned up way high when you put the cheese in. It'll melt way too fast. No, you want the cheese to not melt too fast, so it'll turn into a liquid. Now, one of the secrets to this is when the cheese gets just melted.
I'm going to start throwing cheese in as we speak.
When the cheese gets just melted, you stop, because you don't want to overdo it. The cheese will just disappear.
Yeah.
And you want it to be thick and hearty, so you keep it. And when the cheese is finally just broken up pretty good, then start stirring it, and then take it off the heat. And let the heat that's in it already finish it up for you.
Now, on a regular stovetop, they get a lot hotter than this, so I would recommend you turn it down to about medium once you start adding cheese. But these things, they're not going to, it's just not going to get all that terribly hot, so it's not as big a deal to, I keep it on high. Because it's not getting nearly, they get hot enough they boil water, but over time they do, but they're not getting as hot as a regular stovetop would. So you don't have to really, I just keep the heat up. And if it gets hot, I'll set it over here for a minute and then get back on the heat. I'll transfer it back and forth. But this is a lot of people probably have had these, and a lot of people haven't, and I'm betting there's more people who haven't, because I was telling Joe, I've never seen a video on YouTube about these. I've never gone and looked. If you search Velveeta sausage and Velveeta sandwiches, maybe it'll pop up, but I've never looked, and I've never seen this in the recommended videos, so I'm assuming it's a really simple, basic idea,
But it came off their box that they put the recipe out originally, and you know, so a lot of people probably.
Yeah,
some people probably have done it, and other people have never even thought of it before.
We didn't see it back in the 60s. But it came out like in the 60s. This original Velveeta recipe off the box. So look at that. It's almost there.
Yeah, you're getting close. Get ready to take it off.
Now, you don't want to dissolve the cheese totally. You want it to be just where it's thick, but not any actual pieces. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, just get the pieces out of it, and then you're pretty much.
Once you work the pieces down, it's still not, it's close. It's real close. Needless to say, it is fantastic to eat. And it is a cold day. We got supposed to be a wintry mix getting ready to start. And it's windy and cold, and this is a good day to sit in here and eat something real rich and real, I mean, it's hot. It's a hot, hearty meal. This stuff will stick to your bones.
I think it's basically ready.
Let me turn the heat off just a sec. I can keep it under safety now because it's cool. Okay.
There you go.
Now, what we're going to do is come back because we got the cheese melted, but what we're going to do is if you put it on right now, it'll be runny on the burgers. So we're going to let it set for a couple minutes.
Yeah, take it off the heat so it can start thickening up.
It'll kind of re-solidify some. And then it's ready.
Yeah, it's kind of messy
right now.
Oh,
that is perfect. So when we come back, you'll see us put it on the buns, and then you'll know what we're doing. You're not eating with us, but you'll get to know we're eating. But we'll let it thicken up just a bit and put it on the bun so it don't run everywhere.
All right, stay tuned. We're almost there.
All right, this stuff is thickened up enough that we can be served on a bread, on a bun. So
now, once you put it on the buns, it's a good idea to let the sandwiches sit for a few minutes to kind of thicken up a little bit. Otherwise, when you bite into it, it's all going to drop out on your plate. But this stuff will thicken up.
Oh, and this stuff is fun, but it's messy. A little bit. If you never eaten with a bib, this is the time when you're sitting because I'm going to be sitting at the couch watching Psych, and not wanting to get no cheese down my front. Now, if I have to, I'll get one more bun apiece. If it looks like I can't get all this on there without a major overflow, because I don't want it falling all over everywhere.
I'd say you need
I think we'll get another bun, yeah.
Okay.
Then you get this
those are done.
Okay, then we get another bun.
Yeah, make room on there for...
Well, it'd be amazing if it made 4 sandwiches a piece, but it really never does.
You can set the next 2 here if you want.
Yeah, I will.
And these are actually, if you have to put them in the refrigerator.
Oh, yeah.
The next day, they're great.
Let me tell you something. You can put these in the refrigerator, and the next day take them out and eat them cold.
Yeah.
You really can. They're that good. There's nothing... I know that sounds horrible, but it's not.
Now, sometimes I put onions on top of mine, and sometimes I put mustard on the top bun. It just depends, you know. Watch out you don't dip that into the existing.
Yeah.
Keep that pan up high.
We don't want a tragedy, do we?
No. That would be bad. That would be bad. So this is a pretty simple thing to try, and I recommend everybody, you know, hasn't tried these before, try it sometime. They're really good.
Okay, you know what?
You might now try to put it the rest or a little on each one.
Yeah, it's the ones that look like they're lacking a bit can get some extra.
Oh yeah, those are. And really, seriously, you let these things sit for 5 minutes or so.
Yeah, because they're kind of messy.
And if you try to serve them up before that, you're just gonna have a mess.
Now that we got them out of the pan onto the spread, they will actually they'll solidify fairly easily. Yeah, I'd say let them sit for 5 minutes with the tops off, and then stick the tops on and get to eating. But that's really what it amounts to right there.
And they're definitely worth doing. So
here's all the tops.
We'll let them cool for a while.
We'll let them cool for 5 minutes, and then put the tops on and take them in there and eat. into
Well,
the
it looks
living
like
room.
there's 4 for me and 2 for you, so that worked out perfect.
It looks like there's 6 for me, or whatever.
Yeah. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed that simple little recipe. And
So it made a pound of sausage plus, what was it? Was it a third or half a block of Velveeta?
it was about a third.
Okay, and it made.
You want it to be.
It made 3 big sandwiches.
You want it to look thick like that. The cheese is thick like that, because if you try to cheap out and not use very much cheese, it's just going to taste like sausage, which is still good.
If you make this recipe, you'll get 3 sandwiches for 2 people. 3 sandwiches apiece.
Usually, it just depends on how big the buns are. And
Now, if you use tortillas or something like that, you
Yeah,
can get
that's
it. You
different.
can get it down to two tortillas instead of. But with buns, and these are big buns, but that's what it works out to.
okay, well, follow us for more healthy
Yes,
eating tips.
yes. The
Hope you-
key to health is doing what we tell you.
Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that, and thanks for watching.